Let's get moving, mastering phrasal verbs with come. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to our advanced vocabulary series. Today, we'll be diving into the exciting world of phrasal verbs with come. Phrasal verbs can be tricky, but they are an essential part of mastering English, especially when it comes to speaking and writing naturally. So, let's get started. Before we delve into specifics, let's take a quick recap of what phrasal verbs are. Phrasal verbs are unique phrases in English that consist of a verb and a preposition or adverb, or both. The interesting part is, the meaning of a phrasal verb can be quite different from the individual words that make it up. Today, we will be focusing on some common phrasal verbs that start with the verb come. Alright, now that we've refreshed our memory on what phrasal verbs are, let's jump into the main topic. We'll be looking at 5 commonly used phrasal verbs with come. 1. Come across. When you come across something, you find it accidentally. For example, I came across an old photo of us while cleaning the house. 2. Come up with. This means to think of an idea, plan, or solution to a problem. For example, she came up with a great idea for the project. 3. Come into. This often refers to inheriting something, usually money or property. For example, he came into a large fortune when his grandfather passed away. 4. Come around. This means to change your opinion or decision because you now agree with what someone else thinks. For example, he didn't want to go to the concert at first, but he eventually came around. 5. Come along. This can mean to join someone or to make progress. For example, can I come along to the museum? Or, how's your new book coming along? Knowing the meaning of these phrasal verbs is the first step, but it's important to practice them in context. Try to use them in sentences, write them down, say them out loud, and soon enough, they'll become second nature to you. Remember, practice is key. And that wraps up our session on phrasal verbs with come. I hope this video has been helpful, and I encourage you to keep practicing these phrasal verbs until they become part of your natural vocabulary. If you keep at it, you'll become a master of English phrasal verbs in no time. So, until our next lesson, keep practicing and happy learning.